again, it's Christy here with week 47. I do have a little bit of a cold, but I wanted to make sure I got this video up and ready for viewing, so please excuse my croaky voice. Yeah, so I laid out all my cards and photos, and I knew I wanted to go with green and kind of use that Studio Calico June card, but I didn't have a lot of green cards in my collection. So I went to my 6x6 paper pads and just kind of dug out some papers that I thought would work, and using lots of different kinds of greens. I didn't really want to stick to one particular green, and I feel like they all kind of went together pretty well. So yeah. This week I am using two cards again from Laurel Lane Designs. So the Love, 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 Love card in the top left-hand corner is from Laurel Lane Designs, along with a card you cannot see right now because it's under my paper trimmer, but it has a sequence of triangles, and it's probably my most favorite card from Laurel Lane Designs. I don't know what it is about it. I just love it. So I knew I wanted to use that this week. And the diamond shape on that Oh My card kind of replicates the triangles on that Laurel Lane Designs card. So I corner rounded, I skipped over it for you. It's kind of boring. I can't believe how long it takes me to corner around everything. But anyway, skipped over it. I had chosen this chipboard piece from Freckled Fawn, and you see me playing around with it a lot, but I don't end up using it. And now I'm just switching out that card. I had some more triangles on there that I thought would work, and I knew I wanted to use some yellow accents, but the muted paper that I had behind that one photo, it just wasn't working for me, so I swapped it out for more of a deeper green from a Studio Calico paper pad that I had. You see me now. I'm just backing this black acetate piece that I got from a Studio Calico kit. It says now, so I'm just backing it with some green paper just to kind of give it a bit more pop and to tie in that green. I used my tiny attacher to adhere it to the card, and now I don't really like the way that staple looks, so I'm trying to find something that can hide it, and I'm just kind of letting that camera piece sit there for a while. I really like the graphic nature of the black and white that I have going on, so I really was drawn towards using these black chipboard alphas that I got in a Studio Calico kit, and I've used them recently for a title card, but like I said, I just knew I wanted something a little bit more graphic. And so I didn't feel bad about using them again so soon after. Yeah, so I'm just going through my embellishments that I picked out. Like I said, I knew I wanted to use some yellow, so when I went through all my stuff, I picked out some black and white, some yellow, and some green. And as usual, I'm just kind of placing them where I think I want them to go, and before I adhere anything down. Lots of the embellishments that I'm using are from my huge paper issues haul that I got last week. So that sun and the little June summer pass that you see on my title card are from the poolside collection. And I believe the heart, the striped heart, and the happy day are also from that collection. I'm not 100% sure on that. It might have been from a different ephemera pack that I got. Over the weekend, I opened them all up and sorted them by color, so now they're all mixed up. And yeah, so I'm not sure exactly where those are from. The tiny doilies that you see me trying to place are also from paper issues, but didn't really feel that the doilies were appropriate for this layout. When I picked this card from Gossamer Blue and it says "Oh my," I had an idea that I would use the alphas to spell out lions, tigers, and bears. And I fought a lot with this card. Like, guys, I cut out like probably 20 minutes because I don't know, the oh my just wasn't like centered on the card, and so when I got the alphas on there, it was really bothering me. So you see a little bit later that I do end up fixing the card a bit, and I do end up really liking how it turned out, and it's just like that extra pop of color that this layout really needed. That heart that says this is from this month's Studio Calico kit, and the puffy stickers that you see me using throughout this layout are from Freckled Fawn. It was my first time using those puffy stickers, and it was a lot harder than I thought it would be. I'm really kind of a fan of the puffy stickers, but I had a hard time like placing them in like appropriate spots. Here I am using that twine again, like I don't know why I'm using so much yellow lately. I don't like yellow, but I just always use that twine. I wish they came out with like different colors in that twine because I feel like it would get a lot of use. But yeah, um, yeah, lots of yellow lately. I'm not really sure what's going on, but anyways, adding some more alphas to that tag. It's a picture of my dog and my daughter. When we brought my daughter home from the hospital, my dog just really did not want anything to do with her, and so the last 11 months have pretty much been him keeping his distance. But as she gets older, he kind of puts up with her a bit more, so that's good to see. Just working on this filler card now, and I don't have a lot of space for journaling for this week, which is unusual because I usually really want to record the memories, so I thought I would turn this filler card into a journaling card and just add some lines there. And it worked perfectly in that they're relatively straight and I really like how it turned out. So yeah, I'm just kind of going through, here I am back to that card and deciding, I left it there for a while to see how I liked it, and decided that it was time to make a change. So I just pulled out my the pieces that I had pulled initially from my 6x6 pads and chose this paper, just bringing in a little bit more green and just backing it. My friend Tara and I made a trip to IKEA last weekend because we saw that we're in Canada, so we don't really get everything that like the US gets on schedule. So you guys have probably had these paper clips for months and months. But anyway, we saw that Canada finally had these shaped paper clips, so we made a special trip to IKEA specifically for the paper clips. So I wanted to include one of those, and I did. So I'm pretty happy about that, and I really like the way that that card turned out now. Pulled out my Tim Holtz tiny word stickers. I kind of always forget that I have these, but in getting the Maggie Holmes and crate paper tiny word stickers and using those a ton, I thought, hey, I'll pull these out and use some of those on my layout as well. So I cut out a bit. I was looking through to see if this would work. It says, do you want fries with that? And I get really frustrated with this sticker sheet from Studio Calico. I just feel like there wasn't enough alphas. Like, I mean, there's 4 A's, there's 4 E's, but like only 2 of each other letter, and I was really frustrated. So I had to cut and modify a bunch of the letters. So I took number 5 and cut it down and like rounded the corners and stuff. And I did that on the lions, tigers, and bears card along with the fries word there. But it's not too noticeable unless you really look up close. And I like the way it turned out. I really wanted to incorporate yellow, like I said before, and just kind of have those alphas scattered throughout the layout. So because I didn't have a lot of journaling spots on this week's layout, I do go through my label collection and just kind of add labels throughout the layout. And I really like those labels. I like them because I didn't have to cut them out myself. I don't know. I do have like a stash of labels that I printed out, but just the process of cutting them really deters me from using them. So these stickers that I have are just from Michaels, and I use them like a ton, so I feel like I need to go out and buy some more. My voice is getting like super husky all of a sudden. I do apologize again, but you know, I feel like you'll still watch even though my voice is a little croaky. I do want to just say, like, I'm sorry for the glare on that one photo. I do have my scrap area in my basement, and lately I've been doing a lot of my layouts like in the evening, and so the lighting isn't the greatest. And if I have the overhead lights on, it really creates like a lot of glare. So I have like this little OT light that I use, and for the most part it works, but I find that there's always like one photo or one card that kind of gets a little bit glared, so you'll see a close-up of it a little bit later. I was a little bit inspired by Adele from Inky Quill. She has like a June marathon going on, and she had shown how she organized her roller stamps. And so I realized that I don't really use my phrase stamps that often, so I wanted to pull those out. So you see my little collection there, and I am going to do what she does in like organizing her date stamps. So if you haven't seen her video yet, check her out on Inky Quill. That's her channel name, and she has like a really good idea for organizing her roller stamps. So I'm gonna do that shortly. But I'm just going through now and stamping a few phrases and date stamping as well on my cards. And I believe pretty quickly here we're going to go in super fast motion for my journaling. Yeah, so the date stamps I used were from, gosh, I don't even know. Dear Lizzie, I think, were mostly the ones that I used. Yeah, so I used the stamp So Much Fun, Remember, 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 and The Best. And yeah, so just going through my journaling now. It was a pretty exciting week. When I was pregnant, my husband and I did like, it's called Birth and Babies, and it's like a prenatal class. And so the photo in the bottom right hand corner is one of the first babies born in our class, which means that Nora's birthday is like just around the corner. So that was exciting. And also, Nora took her first steps on her own. So the top the photo, sorry, that I'm journaling on right now is a still of a video that we took of her walking. So it's not the best quality, but needed to include it for sure. So she took 8 steps on that day, and ever since she's just been moving. So pretty exciting times. During my ramble there, you saw that I outlined that one card, the Lions, Tigers, and Bears card, and I added a few more embellishments, and I'm just kind of going through. I want to bring some balance to the alphas. I feel like it's really heavy on the right hand side, so I wanted to balance out the alphas a bit on the left hand side, so I do switch 2 of the photos around, and like I said, I'm kind of limited as to what I can use because I'm running out of letters here. But just add the word walk to that card. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching and putting up with my croaky voice. Stay tuned, there'll be more to come.